Let me see your phone.
So, what do you feel like you will find on my phone?
I don't know. I just need to see it. Please don't play with me.
Can I go through your phone?
This happens a lot. I'm up here questioning you. We talking about you right now, and you want to see my phone. How that even work? What are you doing?
I'm looking at your hidden pictures. Make sure you ain't hiding anything.
Why would you go through my hidden pictures? Those are old. That's so dumb.
So this video is done back in August 10th of 2024.
Oh, Lord.
There, right there.
I'm so ashamed.
If you find my 2020 COVID picture, that's my motivation, because that's when I was not myself. I was definitely lost myself. Then it showed in my body. It was in my mental. I mean, I was jobless. I didn't have a plan B. I wasn't expecting COVID to shut down the whole tour.
There are moments where I just had to ask myself, like, okay, so why do you put on a wig and you portray women characters?
Yeah, I don't like seeing that people can be so mean over you just having fun.
Mm-hmm. And then it becomes more than just them. I mean, there are moments where I just had to ask myself, like, okay, so why do you put on a wig and you portray women characters? Like, and I know that probably sounds like I'm allowing them to get to me, but still, it is sometimes like, why do I do that? Posting content and just wanting to have fun, wanting to entertain people, wanting to make people laugh, wanting to make people think, or whatever the case is. It can be a little tough sometimes when people get in them comments and want to say what they want to say and don't even know you. Like, oh, the Bible said this and the Bible said that, and it's like, chill out. It's not that serious. Like, just because you see me with this wig on, this ain't half of my life. Don't play with me.
Man, if y'all can only hear Reuben, how he, naturally responds to comments. Like he be saying all the time, y'all don't, that's not what you want. I don't see you as what some of the people I see in the comments say, where you're just trying.
Well, they don't know me anyway, so they gonna see me how they see me. At the end of the day, it's not so much about making sure everybody like me. And I'm not saying that maybe I do have that personality where I do like people to like me. I think most people do, but I'm not just out here dying to make people like me. I genuinely just like entertaining people. And I don't understand why people take stuff so serious and be like, oh, this is blasphemous and God need to come on back and the Bible says this and the Bible says that. I just don't get all that. Like, Bible said a man shouldn't dress up as a woman and shouldn't be doing that. I'm just like, what in the world? Like, this is not how I practice my life. I don't practice my life being a woman or anything like that. This is literally entertainment. It's silly stuff. And I mean, this form of entertainment goes back, like it's seriously historic. So I don't understand. But I mean, you have some people just be like, I'm so tired of seeing men in wigs and all this for laughs and entertainment. Well, baby, close your eyes. Like, this is literally a form of entertainment that's been around for ever.
Well, I hope that really doesn't discourage you to like back away entirely.
It's not that I'm totally done with it. It's just, I don't know. Like I said, I can't lack motivation with this stuff. And I know I need to get to work because if I really hone in on that, I can be bringing in the money. Because again, last year, around this time, well, at least right before March, January, and February, I mean, we were doing well. We had a good income coming in from TikTok, and social media was on our side. And then it was just when the music thing happened, everything stopped. And so that kind of messed me up and threw me off. Plus, I don't feel like I went as hard as I should. I mean, I know I was doing the money long thing like hard, and I probably should have went a little harder with it. But I kind of stopped, and I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna stop because of the drama with, such and such. So that's why I was just like, yeah. But I don't know. I just really got to get back out there and get more consistent. And also continue to be consistent on the other platforms as well, so that can turn into financial, income.
Exactly.
Sometimes you're not as motivated because the money and the views and all that kind of stuff. In order to get the money, you got to get the views, you got to get the likes, you got to get the shares and the engagement. And when people are not engaging with your content, you know what I'm saying? And it's not necessarily always the people. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's most definitely the algorithm. And people love trying to make it seem like, oh, you flopping. Baby, bye. Become a content creator and see how you gonna flop sometimes too. I guess if that's what you want to call it.
Tilt your head down, son. Okay. And keep that bigger. Your glasses don't show any type of glaring.
I'm at home washing dishes and I get this idea and I'm just like, oh my God, I should interview my mom. I've been wanting to get more into interviews. I've been wanting to do more like semi like podcast style content as well, just with me, talking about life, talking about things that motivate people and things people have gone through and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, wow, this would be a good thing for my mom and I to have this sit down and talk about her life. I always felt like she should tell her story. So I thought it was a great idea for her to be able to do that. And me to be able to be the one who, kind of sat with her and had that conversation on camera. So I'm very excited about sitting down with my mom, talking to her about her life, and seeing where it goes. I know I'm a bit nervous about this. I'm pretty sure she's gonna be nervous.
All right, we are all recording. You can start when you're ready.
Testing. Good. What's up, everybody? My name is Reuben Jones, aka Reuben J, if you don't know. Today is a very special day for me because I get to speak with someone who I love, I care dearly for, and she's a special person to me, and it is my mother. We welcome her into our studio, Soul Vision Studios, and we're going to talk to her about her life, just learn about her, and give her a chance to tell her story. So, how are you, Mom?
Hi, Reuben. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So what I would like to do to get started, I want you to close your eyes and just calmly just think about your life and what's the first thing that you think of when you really go deep and just think about your life? Like, what's that one moment? that stands out over everything?
Right now, it's when I was a baby crawling on the floor. I can remember how aggravated I used to get when I would get on the hem of my dress. And I can just remember crying.
How do you remember that?
It's just one thing I can remember. It sticks out more than anything else.
So that's actually a really good place to start, because of course we got to go back, to your childhood, your beginning. So just tell us a little bit about that. Like, who are you? Where did you come from? Like, what was that beginning stages of life for you?
Like I said, at my earliest remembrance, I can remember crawling, getting very aggravated and crying because of it. And I cried a lot as a child. I cried all the time. And I was always told to go sit down and shut up. And that's what I can remember. And I guess the reason it takes me back now is that I've learned that is where I learned to not deal with my emotions, hide my emotions.
So not be able to express yourself.
Not be able to express
close yourself off.
Right.
So in those early times, like not just as a baby, but just as a child, like tell me about your early days. Like what you remember.
I can remember life being really good at points because I'm a lover of nature, period. And I used to like when we used to have to go to the spring and get water. I used to like the nature scenes. Even, because we had, like when we were growing up, we had nice fruit and berries and nuts and things all around our property. And we had a horse that we rode on when we were smaller. So I remember being out in nature a lot and how I enjoyed that. We lived off or secluded from other people. So our area was just our area and we could enjoy it the way we want.
Try to dry you. Don't too much spit. But talk more about yourself. So I get into the interview and she ain't saying nothing. She ain't saying nothing. We used to live on a farm, and growing up it was so beautiful, and we had cows and horses and goats and sheep in the spring. And it's just like, girl, I'm gonna need for you to go a little deeper than that. How was your childhood? How whatever. Let's talk. Like for real. You know the things you've been through. Let's go there. Let's get there.
She was very I guess putting her shield up, and she was just describing everything but her. The trees, the cows, and the farm.
Yeah, I can remember as a child how I used to just lay out on the porch, look up at the sky and make imagine. A lot of times I would imagine seeing Jesus Christ in the clouds. And just looking back, I see that I had a very vivid imagination because I can remember, well, this is going a little bit forward. When I was in high school, I used to almost do some of what you're doing right now.
What do you think?
So we used to dress up in old glamorous old clothes and do like fashion shows. And I had a sort of production in my mind. And a lot of people stole my idea too. I can remember that because I remember doing the I don't know, there was a funeral. It was a funeral of a horse, some idea I had. My mind is slipping, but a lot of people that were not as afraid to do things as I was, they stole my idea and they ran with it. But
that you had shared it with?
That they saw a glimpse of it. Because when we did on a talent show, they kind of stole the idea and they ran with it and made it their own. So
wow, I've never heard that before. So
I know, because under these suppressed feelings, I've never even thought about it until I'm just now thinking about how you are in the entertainment and like to entertain. And I think a certain amount of that was in me, but because all my emotions, all my creativity and stuff seemed to have been just taken away or buried.
So going back to like the early days, like what was family like in those early days for you when you think about it?
We had a phenomenal family, mom and dad and us. And I can remember on Sunday mornings, we all sat around the table. Daddy would read the Bible and pray before we ate our meals. And everything was routine. Even in the afternoon when we come home, we'd always have our meals around the table. And I don't know about so much sharing, but I can remember the community. It was the togetherness, family time. I can remember that, and it was very nice.
So how were your parents in those days? Like, what's your memory of them?
I love them together because I've never in my life heard a fight out of them, a argument or anything of. So I love that. And but I was closer to mama. I was a mama's girl. And I can remember at 5 years old hating daddy. I hated him because I can remember him being, to me, I call it mean. I think he called it stern. I can remember him slapping me at times and calling me stupid and saying things that was really not nice. But he seemed to reach out to gravitate more toward Elvin and Cynthia and somewhat play with them a little bit. But I never got any of that.
From what you remember,
from what I can remember, I never got. Yeah.
And so how do you feel like that really affected you? Like, do you still feel like today there's something about that you haven't truly healed from? Or
actually today I feel like I'm healing from it just because I know I'm aware. I'm more aware of it. I was aware, but not even thinking about trying to heal the area, if you understand what I'm saying. So now I'm more aware and then trying to go in and work on that and heal the areas that desperately need healing.
Yeah. So you talk about granddad, like how was grandma like from what you remember and in those days?
I remember her always doting on me. I felt like she always wanted me to have what I wanted to have because I remember she'd comb my hair and do the little Diana Ross like thing, comb it down and turn it under for my pictures of first day of school and stuff like that. I remember her buying me fishnet stockings when I was like 8 years old. Fishnets. Oh, I remember I had a show 8 years old because I died when she was not. I just turned.
She died.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. She died when I was 9.
Yeah. Granddaddy got married a year later. How was that?
It was hard. It was very hard. But I just this morning can come to the realization where I see she had her 3 children, plus she had 4 more dumped on her. And she had a child within a year.
Right. But before we get to the realization, like, how was that?
How was what?
I understand you're saying you realize, like, looking back now, but we want to talk about.
Oh, it wasn't good at all. It wasn't good.
So what?
I can't tell you anything that really stands out, but
talk about what you remember.
I don't know. It's just like some of it is a little muffled, really, and I don't.
What do you mean muffled?
Like I don't remember, like in sequences. Maybe
it doesn't matter. You just want to talk about your experience. Like he got married to a woman that was not your mom. Right. I mean, as a child, are you affected by him being married to another person, or are you simply affected by that person just simply not being a nice person?
Just simply affected by the fact that, she wasn't a nice person. Yeah.
I don't know where to go because
You need to turn it back to like,
Because you're not giving me anything to go off of.
You're asking about how was that versus what were your feelings? Like, what were you feeling?
I feel like I'm asking all of that, but it's like I don't feel like she's giving me anything to go off of. She's being very vague.
Turn it back.
You gotta go deep.
Reuben, so I asked her. So your dad got married. What were your feelings at that moment? Like, do you remember how you were feeling?
You did ask me that, but I didn't have any.
So let me ask you this then, and this ain't a part of this, but did you come with on your mind what you gonna say, or you just come open minded to flow?
No, I had kind of on my mind what I was going to say, but I guess I didn't even think about this part of the interview at all.
This is like my first time interviewing somebody, so I'm not a professional. I'm not a pro at this. I don't know all of the, the ins and outs and the things to do and not do and say and all that kind of stuff. And I can be accountable for that. I didn't, maybe I didn't ask the best questions or whatever, but I still feel like as my mom and as her son, we should be able to have a decent flow in conversation. But I think her nerves got the best of her. It just went kind of left pretty quick. You met my dad, and how did you meet him?
Because I used to ride to work with his cousins, and he would be down to their house sometimes.
Mm-hmm. So how did you meet him?
Well, he was basically behind me like a dog in heat.
Okay, talk about it.
That's it. I don't want to talk about that. That's all. He was. Oh, that man dead. Yeah, but still ain't that. He was just he was chasing me, so I basically gave in, and then we had a thing for about a month, and then I broke it off.
So why did y'all break it off?
I didn't want my name to be out like that, so because he was telling people, and so it had started getting back to me, and so I just broke it off.
Take a minute, take a breather, and then let's start with you saying, okay, so yeah, I got you. Okay. What? What are you laughing at?
I wasn't really laughing.
Well, what are you smiling at?
Trying to put myself in a Zen space.
Zen how? She's just trying to relax. So what has you not relaxed? Me?
No. It's a lot, but...
What's a lot? What is it?
Working through these feelings as I'm talking about.
It's absolutely insane to me because you've told me these stories countless times and it's never come off like you needed to calm down because this has been a lot. Like, that's why I'm like, what's wrong?
Well, I guess because of the fact I know that it's being recorded, which doesn't bother me, but I don't know, some of the details I even get a little distorted. That's why I said
what do you mean distorted though? Why is it bothering you like that?
It's not like it. I don't remember. It's like where.
I think the problem, the big problem with this is you came into this expecting to just talk about certain things, and you had a mentality coming into this that it was gonna be a certain thing, but we're talking about your life. We're telling your story. So I don't know
whether I was 100% ready for that or not. I feel like I was ready, but I guess, like we said, though, key elements that are very crucial, I had actually not even thought about. And I don't know how you can tell your story without thinking about everything, but I didn't.
It was kind of hard to direct her with certain things. And I could tell Reuben was getting irritated.
She was so resistant to talk. And I'm just like, what's happening here? What's this about? Are you okay? Like, we've been going on 2 hours now. You ain't saying nothing. Please don't waste my time like this. You agreed to this. You were excited for this just as much as I was. Please don't waste my time. 1991 or 1990, you become pregnant with me.
I started to have an abortion because I felt like I had 5 children and didn't want to have any more, especially since it had been 4 years since I'd had a child. And then I changed my mind the day of the procedure. I changed my mind.
So what happened that day that you?
Well, my brother and his girlfriend at the time, they were taking me, and we were on our way to Montgomery. But then by the time we got to Selma, I changed my mind, and we just went and ate and went on back home.
So y'all went and ate, and you literally told them you were just going to change your mind?
Even before we ate, I had already just told them and decided that I wasn't going to do it.
So what made you want to have an abortion?
Probably just didn't want to have any more children because I had plenty. Yeah.
I mean, was it a lot with the 5 that you had? Like, as in the responsibility of having 5 kids, or was it just a lot in what way?
A lot in the sense that I had done nothing since high school but have children, for one thing.
So technically you were being hard on yourself.
Yeah.
And then you became pregnant with me, and it's like, I don't want no more kids.
Yeah, I thought I was through having children. But of course, I mean, you have to do what you have to do to protect yourself not to have them if you don't want to have children.
I was trying my best to step in and try to direct her, because for some odd reason, she, I guess, in other conversations, she listens to me more than she listens to Reuben, which I'm like, your son is saying the same thing. Maybe I'm just another person that you just haven't dealt with, and you're like, I can just talk to him and he can kind of see if he can understand. But I'm like, but that's your son. In the end, that's your son. It's just weird that whenever I am talking to her, she's like, okay, I got it. But when Reuben's talking to her, she's like, no, or has something to say other than trying to move forward. So that was a problem. Yeah. The interview was just something else. And I'm sad that it didn't really end it the way I would like it to end, where she felt relieved or some type of exhale, weight been lifted off her shoulders by talking about her life. Because we didn't even finish.
With where you are now, you say you're pretty content right now?
I feel motivated. And right now I'm working on a lot of self-help to actually deal with the trauma that I have been through in all my life. And that's basically where I am.
So what brought you to that point where you're ready to deal with it?
Well, I can give you the credit that you have talked to me years and years. And at first I was in denial. I was even angry about it. But yeah, just looking back, I can see how I had really been shut down and shut up emotionally for all these years.
All right, and you heard it here first. So today we had a discussion with my mom about her life. I'm super proud of her for telling her story, because I mean, it's not easy always talking about yourself, and I'm so grateful that she trusted me with this story. And I hope you guys enjoy. I hope this reached your heart. I hope something touched you. And until next time, I didn't think this is gonna be as challenging as it is. I really didn't.
I'm sorry.
You are very.
You need to stop. Don't do that to me right now.
Like, what the heck?